So if you could say, well, I successfully failed every time, in order to do that, you've got to have your resources, your proofs, your emotions, your sensations, and everything that produces this. But inside of us, some will say, well, this is the ego. This is the bad ego. Or this is the bad experiences, which definitely it is. But everything you currently now have is a generation of all the stuff created inside you, and automatically 5 times 5 is what? Just pops right in. Naturally. But if you had bad experiences with multiplication, and as soon as I ask you that question, and you have emotional experiences with math teachers, 5 times 5, and all of a sudden you go glassy-eyed, you start sweating, and you start having a problem with 5 times 5. Isn't that true? So inside of us is how we create whatever it is we create. But in order to heal, in order to get something better, there's only one way to do it. And the only way is to let it go. That means you get to go back to the experience. How do you make friends with a saboteur? You embrace it. Because the saboteur within is trying to protect you from what you stored inside you. And I've had many people, and this is the truth. Well, I do personal counseling. I'm not a counselor, I would do coaching. And so this is what I would have you do. Say, for example, Carla, you're going to come to see me. I say, Carla, this is what I want you to do. I want you to write a list starting at birth, maybe before birth. And what I mean before birth, let's say, for example, mom and dad had a fight and they divorced and mom found out she was pregnant and she didn't tell dad. Well, that's set a program before birth. Before birth and everything after that, every bad experience in your life. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if you went to school and the school teacher laughed at you, or the school teacher said you were stupid, or the kids laughed at you because you wore your pajamas to school, whatever it is. Every emotional reference. Physical, emotional abuses, sexual abuses, car wrecks, major moves that had an impact in your life. Every emotional experience in your whole life. Now, Carla, this is what's going to happen when we get done, Carla, as we go to that memory. And when we're done with that memory, you can look at it, you can try to make it bother you, and you can't. I said, you'll try to do that. You'll try to make it bother you, and when we're really done, it will never, ever bother you again. As a matter of fact, Carla, when you go back to this memory, you're going to find there's peace there. Now, when there's peace there, guess what it will not cause? Problems. Do you realize that? Now, Carla, I know that you, or Carolyn, I'm going to quit being on Carla now, or Marcy. Now I know that going back here is really scary. I know that to be true. Because it hurts so bad, we run, don't we even want to think about it. But here's the amazing part about this, Carla. Marcy. Robert. Here's the amazing part. If it's in you, it's yours. If you don't go there and let it go, it still goes with you. Do you hear what I'm saying? So, in order to make friends with the saboteur within, you got to embrace it. You got to release your emotional charge to it and make peace with yourself. Because whose problem really is it? It's yours. How did we get that? Well, first of all, you realize this is the most powerful part about everything I do, and this is the main concept. The past is over. Do you realize the past is over? Do you realize that you're no longer 5 years old? Thank God for that. I'm no longer living at home. That's a good thing, guys. But see, the interesting thing is, if the past is over, who recreates the past for you? You do. Isn't that true? So, where does the problem go when you go wherever you go? With you. Okay? And I think that's truly amazing. So, if you decide, and I say, Carla, now Carla, and then this is what I also do. I say, Carla or Carolyn or Marcy, Karen, Susan, Robert. I said, this is what I can do. You can pick out a memory. You don't even have to tell me what it is. You and I will change it. And then we'll check it, make sure it's gone. And if it's not gone, guess what we'll do? We'll do it again until it is. Is that amazing? How many do that sounds too good to be true, or kind of skeptical about that? Anybody in here says, well, that sounds good, but could it really be true? Anybody? There's got to be. Good. Thank you, Sylvia. You get a free DVD for being honest. No, seriously, you can have one. Spiritual Solutions, Everyday Problems is a great one. Ultimate Forgiveness is a really good one, too. So, but anyway, wouldn't that be kind of scared? Now, here it is. I have this, she's talking about the smart people. She didn't really say it like this, but I'm going to say it like this. The smart people always volunteer. They really do. Marcy's been in this chair. Is that a good decision? Very good. Very good. And why is that? Well, it's because this chair is a very special chair. As a matter of fact, craftsmen from far, far away land, they created this chair. And they had this little special outfit when they created this chair. And they sell these chairs at Mathis Brothers for like $69. It's not magical. And of course, in my office, I have the green magic couch. Now, I have to explain the green magic couch, guys. This is absolute truth. A gentleman came in and he had his long list. He's been depressed for a long time. And of course, depression is definitely, you'd call that a saboteur, wouldn't you? Absolutely a saboteur. And it's messing up his whole life. And so while he's on this chair and I start doing his list, and we get about 1/4 of the way done, he goes, wait, hold on a minute. Hold on right here. He said, is it good to get rid of the bad memories? I said, it depends. If you want to feel bad, it's not a good decision. Now think about it. Now, what is it that creates depression? What is it that sabotages your life? You and what you store within you. Does that make sense? Okay, so here it is. And then it happens almost, especially the new ones who doesn't even know me from nothing. So they find me in the phone book, they look at my website, and they come in, and they don't know what they're going to get ready to experience. I mean, they have this long list of stuff, and at the end of the session, they look at me with this puzzled look on their face. Will it come back tomorrow? I said, pretend like today's tomorrow and try to make it come back. I can't do it right now. I said, it's the couch. It sucked it all out of you. I mean, it's true. Because, see, we do not realize that changes can occur fast. Do you realize that one experience, 1 3-second experience, good or bad, can feel like it changed your entire life? For the worse, even. Isn't that true? Yeah. And from that moment on, you feel like your life went to Hades. Just 1 3-second experience. If it can have a 3-second experience and your life goes bad, why can't you have a 3-second experience and your life gets better? Wouldn't that be true? But the question is, can it be true? It can, if you understand this concept right here. You create your problems by your thinking, and what makes your thinking and your problem seem real is this reaction here. It's your body's reaction. It's the stressed reaction. So how do you make friends with a saboteur within? First of all, you go back to your past and you find some way to change how you internally represent it. And guess what happens when you change how you internally represent it? Your life somehow seems to get better. Some mystical way, magical way. I don't know if I really believe in magic, but I do believe in personal power. And I know for a fact, all problems, every one of them, started with experiences. And and this is the truth. This is so funny.